Hello, everybody, and thank you, and welcome to Take Two Radio. And this is Pam, if you haven't figured that out by now. And I have with me today Dawn. Hello, Dawn.
Hello, Pam, and hello, everyone.
How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Eileen is trying to call in, and for some reason her call is not coming through. And she says that when she's pressing the number 1, it's going to a dial tone, so we'll have to watch and see if she can get in. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Everybody else called in. I don't know if I can't even explain that. Can you?
Well, sometimes these things happen. The wonderful technical difficulties. I think she's on hold now, Pam. I'm seeing her in the studio.
Okay, yeah, I think so too.
All right, great.
Hello?
Eileen?
Yes.
Oh, yay, it came through.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It kept disconnecting me.
Oh, well, welcome. This is
Thank
Pam,
you.
if you haven't figured that out, and Dawn is my co-host today.
Hello.
Hi, Eileen.
How are you guys?
We're doing good. We're doing good. How are you today? Did you work?
Good. No, not today.
Running around then with kids? Or with
yeah,
one son?
For a walk and, yeah, just stuff like that.
So how is it being back at Days?
Well, so far it's been a lot of fun. They're keeping me pretty busy and working with a lot of different people, so it's been, really kind of different and fun.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out if Kristen really changed or if she didn't, because sometimes you look at some of the episodes and it looks like you're really being nice and you're really trying to make up with people. Of course, they're giving you a hard time about it, but...
Right.
I was watching a scene with you and John in the cabin, and where you're crying, and that's what makes us think that you're really being true. So I think Days is playing with us not to figure it out too easily.
Right. Well, you got. She's been gone for so long. You kind of have to figure out where she's been, what she's been up to, and if she has changed or not. You need to see, because I think in 14 years a lot happens to a person, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'd like to know if she would have came back on her own instead of having Stefano make her go back, because it didn't seem like you really wanted to go.
Right. I know. So, I'm being careful what I say just because of the story.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it.
So she's just kind of finding her way, and she really didn't want to go, but now that she's there, I think she's trying to make the best of it.
Yeah. But it's so, what can I say, depressing sometimes. I guess that's why you're sitting there crying in the cabin, too, because nobody's giving you a break.
Right. And, she really is sorry, too, because of everything she's done. So.
Mm-hmm. Nice seeing the flashbacks, though.
Is that a trip or what? I know. I haven't seen those since, they first aired, so it's been really interesting.
I love them. And you guys really don't change very much.
Oh, God. Thanks a lot. I don't know if that's true, but thank you.
Eileen Davidson is a beautiful woman, and no matter what your age, you're just gorgeous. You're just gorgeous, and I want to be you.
Oh, thanks. I have to say, hats off to all the hair and makeup people on Days, too. They really are amazing and wonderful.
I was going to ask you, did you lighten your hair recently when you got on there?
Not recently, but I have in the course of the last couple of years for sure.
Okay, just for some reason, compared to Y&R, maybe because it was a darker set or something, your hair looks lighter now.
Yeah, I think Days actually has their lighting is more overhead.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's bringing it out. It's really a pretty color. It's very light, and I like it.
Well, like I said, a lot of things change in 14 years, and so did her hair color.
Yeah. Yeah, and mine too, but I dye it for different reasons.
Yeah, well, they could be the same reasons, right?
Yeah, a little bit of vanity there.
Of course.
Yeah. So go ahead, Dawn. I know you had some questions.
Well, Eileen, I just want to, first of all, thank you for being with us. And I know your schedule has just been jam-packed since you've been back on days. And I'll have to admit, right off the bat, I have been a lifetime CBS soap Y&R fan. So I have watched you from the very beginning on Y&R and just loved you playing the role of Ashley Abbott. And you're just phenomenal. It's been interesting to watch the character develop through the years. And I must tell you, being a Y&R fan, it's really sad to know that you're in New York Ashley's in New York with Tracy right now for an indefinite period of time. So,
right.
We are missing Ashley a lot. There's a lot of stuff happening that we're like, if Ashley was here.
Thank you. I miss all my peeps over on Y&R too, believe me.
Oh, I bet. But, when you were on Y&R, do you ever, can you say that you had, possibly a favorite storyline that you had? Because you had so many. I don't know if you could pick one, but if you had to, is there one that just kind of stands out for you?
You mean on Y&R?
Yes, on Y&R.
I had a couple ones. I think when the most pivotal and probably heart-wrenching was when she was pregnant with Victor's child and then had the abortion. And, that was very, controversial as well as compelling. And then just the whole thing that happened as a result of that and all the scenes that we had, that Eric and I had as a result of that were just, really heart-wrenching, very good daytime drama. And then, obviously, the one where she had breast cancer. That was one of the most meaningful ones for me.
Yeah, and, I must give you kudos because you played them. They were so believable and played to the hilt, and the storylines were so powerful, both of them. Because as a woman, I think there's so many women out there that could identify with either in so many ways. And so, not only was it daytime drama, for the purpose of daytime drama, it was very realistic as well. And so you did a great job on both of those.
Thank you. Yeah, I was pretty much known for that. And, doing things that were kind of very topical and a lot of people's lives were saved. A lot of women's lives, were saved by that storyline because it brought it into their living rooms, and then they went ahead and had mammograms. And quite a few women mailed me letters saying that, it had saved their lives. So that's pretty incredible. And now, what Days is doing with the gay storyline is pretty compelling as well. And from what I understand, it's going to kind of keep going from there and even become a little bit more topical and a little bit more compelling even.
A lot of people feel like they're alone in different situations in real life until they see something like that, and then they think to themselves, well, you know what, I guess I'm not the only one that's having a hard time coming out to my parents, or, I didn't know that I have to go for a mammogram every couple of years when I hit a certain age, and how to go and investigate how to do the exams and things. So there's a lot that soaps teach the real world.
When it's on a soap opera too, and it's in your living room every day, there's something more intimate about the situation. And you think about all the young kids that are going through a hard time with their sexuality and their sexual orientation and feeling awful about themselves and the suicides, and if this saves just one kid's life, I think it's such an amazing thing to be a part of a show like that. I mean, I'm all for it as long as it, helps people and maybe gives them some kind of solace and maybe has them do some more reading and believe in themselves and know that they're not alone and that they're not the only ones that are going through that.
Definitely. I know that with One Life to Live, they had a bullying storyline, and that helped out a lot with my situation at home. My youngest son is a special needs child, and since he's hit high school, the bullying has become more of an issue. So, you kind of learn how to handle that a little bit better.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. That's so difficult to watch your child go through that.
It is, believe me. Thank you. I think we pretty much got it taken care of because I'm a parent that is Johnny on the spot and takes care of a situation, good or bad, right away. I don't stand back, and I keep my mouth open and yelling until somebody listens to me and takes care of it.
Good for you. Sometimes you have to do that, right?
Yeah, because a lot of times you start out with the teacher or the dean or the principal or somebody, and they are, yeah, we'll take care of it. And then, a couple days later, he comes home and tells me something. Well, I keep moving up that ladder until I get somebody to listen.
Right. Well, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. Well, nobody else is going to take care of your child like you do.
Exactly.
Now, and Misty from our chat room, she's asking, do you love playing more of the evil Kristen or the sweet Kristen? She said she loves the evil one, of course.
Oh, no, they're all the same person. It's really just playing this one character and all her different sides of her personality, and that's what makes it fun, is that she's not one thing. She's many, many things, and that's what makes it fun to play, because she's sassy and kind of a smart-alecky type of person. A little jaded maybe since everything she's been through, and yet she has a vulnerability about her. Clearly, I think that what she's been through in her years of being on the planet have really taken a toll on her. I think she's extremely vulnerable, which is interesting to play somebody who's so snarky and kind of, can be nasty at times, and yet she's like, it's almost like that's a protective device. She's actually an extremely vulnerable person and very flawed, and that's why I like her.
I actually like your relationship that you're building with EJ and with Chad and that.
Isn't he great? I know. I love my pros. They're so awesome. I've been having so much fun working with James and Casey, and just right out of the gate, it just was like a match made in family soap heaven. They were just.
Yeah, I can definitely see. I don't know. It's funny, a family dynamic there, even though it's only been a short time that you've been back.
Right. Well, I certainly feel it.
And that's all because you're great actors.
Oh, thanks.
You make it believable.
That's right.
I'm waiting for Stefano to come back, too.
I know, right? I know. I'm tired of talking to him on the phone.
Yeah. Maybe next time you talk to him, tell him to, well, if you really want me to do this, then I think you need to come back here and tell me.
He'll be back soon enough, believe me.
Yeah. Well, Salem would never be the same without him, that's for sure.
I know, Joe.
I'm sorry, Dawn, did I cut you off before?
It's okay. I was just going to ask her, you made television history by portraying 5 characters simultaneously on days, and what was that like? How challenging was that for you?
Oh, my God. I asked for it. I mean, I've said this a lot in different interviews over the years, for sure, but it was my idea. They were going to try to find somebody who looked like me for this short storyline. I said, let me play both characters. And then Jim Riley, I guess, just got really inspired, or I don't know what the heck he was smoking, but he just went with it. And one character begat another, and then suddenly there was 5. And it was, it was extremely challenging, but a lot of fun. And certainly something I don't think I will ever do again. It was just, once in a lifetime kind of thing.
So you didn't hold on to those teeth anywhere for Susan,
I have the teeth, of course.
Do you?
Of course.
Oh, my God.
Souvenirs from that time, memorabilia.
They're in the bottom drawer in my bathroom.
Oh, that's so
Strangely
funny.
enough, with all my dentist stuff, with toothpaste and floss, and then I've got Susan's teeth.
Well, when you look at those, it reminds you need to take care of your teeth so you don't end up with
that tells you how
like
OCD I am. Everything with teeth has to is in one drawer.
Yeah.
Any kind.
Oh, my gosh, that's too funny. Since we don't have a lot of time, would you mind if we grab some phone calls?
Of course not, please.
Okay, thank you. First up, we have David. David, say hello to Eileen.
Hi, Eileen. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, David. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I have been a fan since you and Beth first came on the screen on Young-and-the-Restless.
Oh, my God.
Ashley coming home from college.
Right.
Oh, and